God is speaking directly to you right now, in a way that's gentle and full of care. This isn't a message to make you scared or worried. It's like a warm hug from heaven, reminding you that you're not alone in what you've been going through. You've had questions in your heart that you never said out loud to anyone. Maybe you've kept them hidden because they felt too heavy or too personal. There are memories that still hurt, especially when everything around you gets quiet and your mind starts to wander. You've been strong for so long, longer than you ever thought you would need to be. But God wants you to know that He hasn't missed a single thing about you. Every tear you've cried, even the ones no one else saw, He has noticed. Your quiet moments, when you didn't say a word but your heart was screaming, those haven't been ignored either. Heaven isn't in a panic about your life. It's not running late or confused about what to do next. Heaven is steady and calm, fully aware of who you are and what you need. God is telling you that when Archangel Michael speaks, it's not to scare you. His words are there to wake up the courage and peace that's already inside you. Sometimes you notice certain times or numbers that feel special, like they mean something just for you. Think of this as a sign of things lining up in your favor, not as something pushing you too hard. It's a reminder that God handles the timing of everything. The people who hurt you, or misunderstood you, or didn't act with love, they don't control when things happen. The truth doesn't hurry or trip over itself. It shows up when it's ready and strong enough to stand tall on its own. What God is revealing to you isn't meant to rip open old wounds and make them bleed again. Instead, it's there to help those wounds finally heal and close for good. You've probably wondered if what you felt was real, if the things that happened to you really mattered, or if anyone besides you even noticed the pain you went through. God is saying yes, it all mattered. It was seen by Him. Everything has been noted, not to keep you stuck in the past, but to set you free from it. The idea of things coming out into the open might make you worry about feeling embarrassed or ashamed. But this isn't about making you feel bad. It's about bringing clear understanding. It's like the fog in your mind and heart lifting away, so you can stop blaming yourself for things that were never your fault in the first place. Your chest will feel lighter, and you'll be able to breathe easier without that flinch of pain. Peace will come in quietly and decide to stay with you. Don't think that just because things have been quiet, nothing is happening. There were times when you felt like your prayers just bounced off the ceiling and disappeared. Hope seemed so thin, like it could break in your hands at any moment. But God wants you to know that even then, work was going on behind the scenes, in ways you couldn't see. You were building strength without realizing it. Wisdom was growing in your spirit, layer by layer. Your ability to see things clearly was getting sharper, even through the tears. The biggest surprise won't be the truth itself coming out. It will be how calm and steady you feel when it does. You might have expected everything to fall into chaos, but God brings order instead. You thought there would be more pain, but He gives understanding. You worried you'd break under the weight, but you'll find yourself standing stronger than before. God isn't asking you to go out and confront people, or make big announcements, or defend yourself to everyone. Your peace doesn't have to be a show for others. Healing doesn't need a crowd watching. What God shows you doesn't require you to explain it, or add your own words. The truth speaks for itself. It doesn't need you to yell it from the rooftops. That's why staying quiet is wise right now. Not because you're afraid, but because you know better. There's real power in holding back when you could say something. Strength comes from being still. And there's safety in letting God take care of the things you've been carrying for too long. Know this. God will be right there with you through all of it. You can rest easy because nothing bad will happen to you. You're protected and safe. These aren't just nice words to make you feel better for a moment. They are a real promise, based on God's constant presence in your life. Even when your feelings go up and down like waves, or old memories pop up when you least expect them, or you're not sure about the next step, God is still with you. You're not facing any of this by yourself. You're not walking into the unknown without someone guiding you. You're not dealing with the truth without a shield around you. Trusting God doesn't mean you have to figure everything out right away. It means you can relax in the knowledge that you're being held and cared for. Prayer doesn't have to be fancy or use perfect words. Sometimes, it's just taking a deep breath and saying, "I'm here, God." Other times, it's sitting in silence. Or it could be letting the tears fall that you've been holding back for so long. God accepts all of it, and none of it goes to waste. You've made it through tough times that could have made anyone's heart hard and closed off. But yours still wants peace, still hopes for good things, and still believes that life can be kind again. God says that soft part of you isn't a weakness. It's proof that you are protected even in the hard moments. Darkness didn't win in your story. Your life is still moving forward with meaning and purpose. What's coming next might catch you off guard because it won't ask too much from you. It won't tire you out or make you go back and live through the pain again. Instead, it will open up room in your life, space to heal, space to rest, space to see who you really are without all the hurt clouding your view. You might start noticing little changes, like your thoughts getting quieter, your reactions becoming softer, or your sleep feeling deeper and more restful. These aren't just random things happening. They're signs that peace is coming back to stay. God is giving you permission to move ahead without feeling guilty about it. You can feel joy again without having to explain why to anyone. It's okay to set limits on what you allow in your life without thinking you're being mean. You can choose yourself first without saying sorry for it. None of this makes you less kind or loving. It just makes you whole again. When you pray, don't do it out of fear. Pray from a place of trust. Don't beg God to rush things. He's already right there with you. Don't ask for protection like it's something new. You're already safe. Instead, pray for clear thoughts, for calm feelings, for the strength to accept the good things being given back to you. Pray for the bravery to let go of what's no longer meant for your heart. This time in your life isn't about a rush that makes you panic. It's about an urgency that helps you stay open to grace, to see how your spirit is being made steady, to notice how much you've grown and how far you've come. Honor the strength that's gotten you this far. You're not running late or falling behind. You're not forgotten. You're right where you need to be to receive peace without any fear, truth without more pain, and healing that doesn't force you to do anything. God is with you now and in every single moment that comes after. Trust Him, pray, rest, and let things unfold softly. Your heart has been through enough, and now it's time for calm to settle in and stay. This is a special message just for you, coming at a time when you've been holding so much inside that no one else knows about. You've put on a smile even when you felt exhausted. You've stayed silent when people didn't understand you. You've kept trusting even when it would have been simpler to close off your heart. God has seen every tear that you cried alone. He's noticed every night you wondered why things seemed unfair or why the truth took so long to show up. This isn't happening by chance. It's because your heart is ready for what heaven has been getting ready for you. God says that Archangel Michael speaks clearly and strongly, not to make you afraid, but to build you up. At exactly 3:33 a.m. today, something changed in the spiritual world. You might not see or hear it right away, but it started. The person who caused you pain, confusion, or betrayal is starting to be shown for who they are. This isn't about getting back at them or being angry. It's about the truth coming out naturally. Truth always finds its way up, even if it's been hidden under quiet for a while. God is telling you not to hurry and explain yourself or share what you know with everyone. Archangel Michael says to keep it to yourself, not because you're on your own, but because this is a protected time. When God brings something to light, He doesn't need you to back it up or speak up for it. Stay calm, rooted, and keep praying. Being quiet now isn't a sign of being weak, it's smart. What comes next will surprise you, not with shock, but with a deep relief you almost forgot you could feel. You've had this quiet wonder in your heart. Will anyone ever really get me? Heaven is answering yes, but it might not look like what you thought. Some people will start seeing what they overlooked before. Others might realize things they brushed off. Some may just stay quiet, but even that quiet will mean something. You're not in charge of how people respond to the truth. Your job is to stay in peace, stay humble, and keep trusting. God will be with you. Nothing will go wrong. You're safe. You're wrapped in protection that you might not see but can sense when you slow down and listen. God has kept you safe even when you didn't know you were at risk in your feelings, thoughts, or spirit. His steered talks away from harming you, stopped plans that could have hurt more, and held off certain things until you were ready to handle them without falling apart. Trust God now more than before. Trust even if it takes time. Trust if the truth comes out in small ways, like through talks, sudden insights, or changes in how people act, instead of big dramatic scenes. Trust if folks start asking you questions or just treat you better without words. You don't have to defend who you are. Your steady character and honesty have already done that for you. Prayer is your steady support in this time. Not quick or scared prayers, but slow, real ones. Talk to God like He's someone who already knows your whole story. He's not shocked by what you've been through. He's not mixed up about you. His timing is on purpose and exact. What started at 3:33 is part of God's bigger plan. This message has been waiting for the right time, like a soft wind around your life, until your heart was open to it. In the early morning quiet, when most people are sleeping, heaven has been keeping an eye on you. At 3:33 in the night, Archangel Michael came close and spoke into your situation. The one who hurt you is being brought into the light. The truth is moving out from hiding, and what happens won't break you. It will surprise and wake you up. You're not by yourself. You're fully surrounded. God is with you. Nothing bad will touch you. You're safe. Just trust God and pray from your whole heart. You've gone through times where it seemed like no one really saw what was going on with you. People might have doubted your hurt, made light of your tears, or acted like your story wasn't important. But heaven never turned away. Every cry you kept inside, every night you felt alone and misunderstood, every time you wondered if you were the issue, God saw it all. There were moments you looked at yourself and asked why this happened, why they did that, if you deserved it. Heaven was whispering that you're not defined by what they did or the lies they spread. You're not the shame you carried that wasn't yours. Archangel Michael has been close when you felt undefended. You might not have heard him out loud, but in your inner self, there were times you felt a strength that didn't make sense, a peace that came from nowhere, or nudged to keep going. That was heaven. That was unseen protection. While someone talked bad about you, heaven covered you. While they tried to make you small, heaven called you special. While they aimed to break your trust in yourself, heaven built a stronger foundation based on knowing your true value in God. There's been a repeating pattern in your life. You love with all you've got. You trust openly. Then someone doesn't handle that well. They see your kindness as something to take advantage of, your patience as okay to abuse, your quiet as agreement. You've let people stay around longer than they should because you're loyal and hate giving up. But God says this is the time He's showing things, not to shame you, but to guard you. Is bringing hidden things out, not to make you feel bad, but to let you go free. What they thought they'd escape is now facing divine fairness. You don't need to seek payback, just hold on to God. There's someone specific who hurt you a lot, maybe with actions, words, lies, ignoring you, or betraying trust. Perhaps they acted nice to your face but said bad things behind it. They might have used your shared secrets against you, or made promises they never meant, or kept you in doubt so long you questioned your own value. God says He saw it all, heard the talks you weren't part of, knew the real reasons. He's not tricked by how things look. He knows the truth. This coming out isn't just about them. It's about you being seen truly. You're not weak or silly. You loved for real, tried honestly, stay true even when it hurt. Heaven respects that. Now it's time for you to respect yourself too. Stop saying sorry for being sensitive or real or open-hearted. You're not the issue. Your light just showed what was wrong in them. At 3:33, when the world is still, heaven focused on you. The noise faded, and God shined on the quiet parts of your life. That time means things aligning, you waking up, confirmation. God is lining up truth, clearing confusion, showing your gut feelings were right. Those uneasy vibes, the unsettled heart around certain things, they were God's warnings. You sense it before seeing proof because He spoke to your spirit first. Now proof is building. Masks are falling. Words don't match deeds. Stories don't add up. Private energy differs from public. God won't leave you in mix-up. He's bringing clear sight, letting things surface, not to ruin you, but to save you. The next surprise isn't more hurt. It's freedom for your heart. After exposure, you won't fall, you'll rise. Truth out, you won't be empty, you'll be full. Mask down, no shame, you'll be proven right. You might worry truth out means embarrassment for what you put up with. But your path shows your endurance, love, learning, change. You're not foolish for loving. They are for mishandling you. Part of you fears letting go, moving on, facing life without that person or setup, even if it hurt. You held to what could be, not what was, to potential, hope, dream versions. God is entering that tangled hope, cutting you free kindly but surely, separating dream from real, promise from fake, true from trick. You won't be tied to mind-made versions anymore. Archangel Michael guards as this happens, strengthening when truth feels heavy, reminding alone with God beats bad company, helping lay memories down. You're safe in change, truth like wind, but God says nothing wrong will happen. Uncomfortable times are controlled. Tears seen, held. Not chaos, clarity. Not storm alone, future with God all around. Trust deeper, with heart, past, memories, future. Trust rewrite ruined story, heal harm, justice injustice, peace chaos, lead to loving ties that don't steal identity. Prayer your breath. Pour out secrets, memories, self-blame. Lay down my fault, should have known, if different. God responds with love, truth. Never blamed you for trust, hope, try. Knows your tender heart, wanted work, prayed change, waited apology. Carried disappointment, collected tears, listened self-check prayers. Answering now to free, not judge.